Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's gonna be a little different, doing something that we haven't done before, which is reviewing, talking about, recommending, not recommending the vehicle I'm driving, which is the 2023 Ram 1500 Rebel. Yeah, it's new to me, though it is a 2023. It had about 28,000 miles on it when I bought it. I was not in the market for a truck. I had no intention of replacing the truck that I had, which was a 2022 Ram 1500. It wasn't a Rebel. Honestly, when the salesperson started talking about Rebel, I wasn't even sure what it was. I didn't know anything about the Rebel. But I know a lot more now. I have joined some Facebook groups and done a lot of research on the Rebel, and of course owned it for about a month, I guess, something like that. And I want to tell you guys about my experience. I'm not going to get into all the technical aspects of the vehicle, a few, but you know, I'm no mechanic, I'm no automotive expert. I'm just going to tell you what it's like to own one. I'm going to go right now to one of my favorite places, but you know, I'm weird, okay, which is a car wash. Going to get the vehicle washed, and we've got kind of a unique, I don't know, maybe it's not that unique, but I mean, it's a situation that I love with this car wash, which is where I pay like 30 bucks a month and it's unlimited usage. And here in Buffalo, New York, where we get a lot of snow and slush and sometimes crappy weather, I might be there 4 times a week. They're all over the place. It's a chain. So I'm going by, I'm going to get the vehicle washed. Hey, if you enjoy our videos, we sure would appreciate a thumbs up. That's how YouTube determines if our videos are seen or not seen, and it just helps us out tremendously. Thank you so much for watching. Best coffee on the planet, in my opinion. It's about $1 a cup cheaper than Starbucks, and I think it's, my opinion, it's better coffee. Yeah, hi. Can I get a medium coffee with just cream in a double cup, please? And that's it. Okay, come on. Thank you. I get a double cup because this coffee is scalding hot, which I love. Hi. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. You too. Timmy's. Actually, kind of an interesting story. Tim Horton was a professional hockey player, played for our Buffalo Sabres, played for the Toronto Maple Leafs before that. And I've heard players that played with him at that time say you'd come over to his house, he'd want you to try a new donut. He loved making donuts. So he started this coffee shop back in the 70s. Unfortunately, he was killed in an automobile accident at some point in the late 70s, I believe it was. Someone bought it, took it over, and now it's just a huge chain here in Western New York, and up in Canada is actually where it started. And just phenomenal coffee. Great way to start the day. So this place is called Delta Sonic, and they're all over the place. Several things I like about it is, one is they've got gas, and it's at a competitive rate. And like I said, with the multiple locations, no matter where I am, if I feel, hey, you know what, I'll just drive through the car wash, it's easy to do. The second thing that I like is they've got vacuums. Now, I know a lot of places have vacuums, but there's no charge to use them, and they're good vacuums, really powerful. So we're going to do that right now real quick. Give it a good vacuuming so it looks nice for you guys when I show you the interior. Now, the other thing I like about this place is once you're an unlimited member, they give you a sticker for your window, so you just go through these kind of like toll gates, and the scanner reads your sticker. You're not exchanging cash, you're not waiting. Simple and easy. And then once you get through, they've actually got a couple guys with pressure washers giving you a pre-rinse, which is pretty nice. So it's pretty cool, hitting both sides with the pressure washer, hitting the wheels. And as I said, when we get out, you'll see they've got a group there that hand dries it. So to me, I love this. So this is the 2023 1500 Ram Rebel. When this was new, only 2 years ago, and excuse me as I refer to my notes throughout this, the base price on this vehicle was $57,190. As you see it, the sticker was $73,975. Today, this vehicle is $88,965,000. That's a tremendous increase in only 2 years. It comes with a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty and 3 years basically bumper to bumper. The manufacturer says as far as gas mileage, you can expect about 17 miles a gallon in the city and about 19 on the highway. We're going to track that and see how accurate that they are. The U.S. government gives it a 5-star rating as far as crashes goes. The shipping weight on this vehicle was 5,445 pounds. What I love about this vehicle, what I love about Rams in general, is their towing capacity. This has the 451 Hemi engine, which is 395 horse. It's the 5.7 liter. And with this engine, your towing capacity is 12,750 pounds. It's more in its class than GMCs, Fords, or Chevrolets. And that's important to me, as you know, I'm towing equipment. So let's take a look under the hood, get to the business end of this vehicle. As I mentioned, that is the 5.7 liter Hemi. I tell you what's different about this vehicle versus the Ram 1500 had the 2022, is that deep-throated Hemi exhaust. Apparently, this has a different muffler system on it because it's the same engine. I kind of miss that. It's pretty macho. Everybody commented on that deep-throated exhaust sound. You don't have it with this vehicle. I'm also wondering, too, is this vehicle does come with 3 different skid plates underneath. If possibly the skid plates are muffling it somehow. I don't think so. This does also have an 8-speed transmission, and the gear ratio on the rear axle is 3.92. It's a powerful engine. As I mentioned, almost 400 horse. Great to tow with. So these are 18-inch wheels, blacked out. You know, I never thought I'd own a white vehicle. I really didn't. I've never had one before. But with the black on the white, I really like it. I think I'm going to love it in the wintertime, especially when vehicles are always dirty. This also does have the Performance Tune shock absorbers. Remember, this is made for off-roading. And look at the aggressive tread pattern on this. These are the Goodyear Wrangler tires. These are 18-inch wheels. This is going to be fantastic in the snow. Fuel tank is right here, just a push of a button. By the way, this does have the larger fuel tank, 33-gallon, which is about 5 gallons more than I had on the standard Ram. So as you can see, I've got the tonneau cover on it. This does have what they call tailgate assist, that it kind of comes down slow, doesn't slam down. I don't have a bed liner in here yet. I'm going to do something about that. So it does have the 2-inch receiver built in, which is nice. It also has the 7-pin connector. Yeah, and again, speaking of that black on black, this does have what they call the tubular running boards, flat back black. Interesting that they went with the gloss black trim, the gloss black handles. I kind of like it. I really do. Just look at the amount of room back here. I mean, you can get, obviously you can get kids, but you can get some full-grown adults as well. You can get 3 in the back seat. I love this armrest, by the way, because I love the cup holders in it. Fold that up, obviously, and you can get 3 adults back there. Put Tessa's cowboy hat back. It does also have heated rear seats, which is nice. Also electronic rear window opens and closes, which is pretty nice. And straight overhead, this is one of my favorite features about this vehicle, is the full sunroof. Yeah, I gotta tell you, my other one, I don't think I ever had it open, but I really do like it. I think it really is sharp. So full leather in here, extremely comfortable seats, and you've got all the normal, you know, lumbar and power, front, back, up, down. Really, really comfortable. Oh, by the way, I'm using the step to get inside because this sits about 1.5 inches higher than the my other Ram, or the stock Rams. Take a look at this control center right here. This is your four-wheel drive control. So it's electronic. It's an electronic transfer case. Two-wheel drive, auto, four-wheel high, and four-wheel low. This is the annoying button that we've got on all our new cars now, that when you're sitting at a stoplight, if you don't have that engaged, it's going to cut the engine and what have you. Remember, this is an off-road vehicle, and which I'm never going to do, but it does have a locking axle, so which is like positive traction, as I understand it. This is something right here that the dealer, my salesperson, was so excited about for me, and that this has an 8.4-inch LED readout. I'm not a tech guy, you know, but it is kind of cool. You can customize the layout of it. I've got the nav, the radio, and also the heat for the both front seats and the steering wheel. It does have cooled seats as well. As far as the sound system goes, here's something that my wife just did not believe. She had to go through and count them. It's a Harman Kardon system with 19 speakers in it. Matter of fact, if you see up here, there's 2 of them right here. Tiny, tiny little speakers. You got the ones on the console. You got them on the doors. They're all over this. A bunch in the back. It is pretty awesome. Starting from right to left, you've got 2 glove boxes, which is kind of nice. Just extra storage. And all your climate control is up here. Again, you can customize the layout of the screen. You've got traction assist on or off. Here's your tow haul button and your trailer controls. Again, not having to aftermarket those is pretty nice. Here's the rear park sensor and the front park sensor. You know, when I'm going through the car wash, I always turn that off because it wants to lock up the brakes because there's a car ahead of me. And then as far as the display goes, you've got your media itself, you've got your comfort system, you've got the nav system, and within all of these, you can customize each screen as well with the phone, the individual vehicle settings, and any apps that you want to add to it. I always just have it on the home screen. Does have push button start, and one thing that's really nice is it's full LED readout, and all of this is customizable. I've got it on the idiot gauges right now. The numbers down at the bottom are actually the TAC, but again, you can put up there anything that you want, trip, computer, or what have you. On the steering wheel, you've got your phone controls, answer and hang up. This is for the menu. You've got the cruise control, and you can actually shift manually with this, upshift, downshift, you know, right on the steering wheel. All the normal goodies, your automatic light controls, that's where I normally keep it. Here's the new emergency brake that those of us old guys that are used to having a foot pedal down here, that doesn't exist anymore. So the engine in this vehicle is made in Mexico, the transmission in the US. The manufacturer says that 25% of the parts on the Rebel were made in Mexico. Final assembly was done in Michigan. That's about what you're going to expect these days. Good news is 75% of it is sourced through the US. I love the vehicle. I know I've only owned it about a month or so, but it's my second Ram recently. I've owned Fords, I've owned Chevys, I've owned General Motors, the GMCs. It's kind of like tractors. You're not going to get a bad one. You really aren't. Some have various niceties that others don't have, and then of course price is relative as well. I got a smoking deal on this truck very, very happy with it. I think you will be too. Thanks for joining us on Tractors in Life, and we'll see you next time.